परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द
The first question is from Ashley Molson from the United States. Swamiji, Paramashiva, Nityanandam, thank you so much for your blessings. I am eternally grateful. When you decide to show someone your true form, is there anything in the person's inner space that can prevent them from seeing what you want to show? Thank you, Swamiji. Please bless me to always be in oneness with you and with the Tyaga to always be at your lotus feet.
Out of my compassion, I have given you the free will. Any being given the free will has freedom to choose to be in delusion or move towards liberation. Even I do not interfere in your freedom to be in delusion. So in a way, your delusion, your decision to be in delusion, the freedom you have to be in delusion is the only thing which can stop me showing what I want to show you. Your freedom to be in delusion only can stop you from seeing my true form, my existence as I am. So understand, I do not interfere in your freedom to be in delusion. But the moment you decide to be out of delusion, I don't give up on you, or I will not give up on you. I do not forsake you. Next.
The next question, question number 2, from Sanjay Verma from the United States. Nityanandam, beloved Paramashiva, is there any significance of geographical location on planet Earth in terms of experience and availability of vertical time zones? After all, Earth is spherical in physical reality, and so what is down in Bharat would be up in Americas from the higher spatial view. Deep gratitude, love and pranams at your divine lotus feet. Your child, Sanjay Verma.
Sanjay, vertical time zone is not vertical. Vertical time zone is not vertical. Understand that. The word vertical and horizontal is used because binary language has only the two words. Actually, existentially, if you want to go into the vertical time zones, you have to go inside. From inside, the openings open up. Vertical time zone is not vertical. It is more like layers and layers and layers. So, whether you start traveling from America or start traveling from India, it doesn't matter. The physical location does not matter. Vertical time zone is not vertical as you think.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Next.
The next question, question number 3 from Vijayan, India. Nityanandam Swamiji, the Paramashiva is the sound in us when there is no sound created by us, and Dakshinamurti is the no visualization state of us. And so, how Mahadevi can be interpreted, and on what we have to concentrate to achieve the oneness?
Vijayan, all the ideas you presume here are wrong and false. So your whole question and the ideas, concepts on which you are building the whole question is wrong. Paramashiva is sound and silence. Dakshinamurti is visualization and absence and no visualization, and all your visualization disappearing into the great light. Visual silence does not mean absence of visuals. All visuals dissolved into the greatest visual, supernal effulgence of me. So all your binary logic ideas have no base, and every word you have uttered here is delusion. Next.
The next question, question number 4 from Constance Chapin from Guadeloupe. Nityanandam Swamiji, what is my mission at Kailasa?
None of you have any work or mission in Kailasa. I have decided Kailasa is going to be run directly by gods and goddesses. All human beings can come only for darshan and program to Kailasa. No human beings are allowed to stay in Sri Kailasa. The gods and goddesses are going to run the Kailasa directly, including administration. Annapurani is here physically to run the Annalaya of Kailasa. If she decides she is interested in manifesting through you, and if you decide to do tyaga and surrender your being at her feet, And if she decides to manifest through you, then as long as she decides to manifest through you, you decide to allow her to manifest through you, you will have visa in Kailasa. You can be volunteering in Annalaya department. Either one of you decide not to allow the other to manifest. If you decide you don't want to allow Annapurani to manifest through you, or the Annapurani decides she doesn't want to manifest through you, you go back to Buloka. You go back to planet Earth. So no human beings in Kailasa. It's very clear. Any human being who is ready to do tyaga of his being, sarva parityaga, and ready to manifest the gods and goddesses of Kailasa are welcome to apply. Once you apply, those gods and goddesses will directly interview you, and then they decide whether you will have mission in Kailasa or not. All permanent residency in Kailasa is only for gods and goddesses, the bodies chosen by the gods and goddesses for them to manifest. All human beings are welcome to come and have darshan, initiation, attend programs, receive boons and go back. Human beings will get only visa. Only gods and the bodies through which gods have decided to manifest are going to get permanent residency or mission. So be very clear. Venkateshwara and Mahalakshmi is directly going to run the treasury and finance ministry. Kalabhairava is directly going to run the security. Each department, those gods and goddesses from Kailasa are directly going to run and administer. The home ministry will be directly run by Parashakti. Annalaya directly by Annapurani. Each department will be run directly by my own manifestations, gods and goddesses of Kailasa. Anybody who is ready to do sarva parityaga, including their being, for those gods to manifest in you, you are welcome to apply. Then they decide whether you receive visa or permanent residency or citizenship. Next.
Question number 5 from Tuli Emulgin, USA. Beloved Swamiji, I can intellectually cognize that everything is composed of light and sound, but I can't help wondering what the divine sense of smell is actually: light, sound, or mixture of both. Please enlighten me, Swamiji. Thank you.
Listen. Your intellectual cognition, everything is composed of light and sound, is based on your binary logic. In multi-dimensional logic, in the cosmic reality, the sound and light is not limited to the perception of eyes and ears. You think light can be perceived by only the eyes, sound can be perceived only by the ears. That is why you are asking about the divine smell. The divine light can be perceived by all your 6 senses. 5 senses and 6th perception, experience. In divine sense, touch can be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, perceived. Seen can be heard, tasted, touched, perceived and smelled and seen. So, in reality, cosmic sense, sound, light, all these are not restricted to each or one sense. When you experience cosmic sound, you can see the cosmic sound. That is why when I manifest the power of Akashic reading, you will always see the letters in visual. The sound appears as a scene to be seen. All the six are simultaneous, spontaneous, alive and manifesting. That is the cosmic reality. Next.
The next question number 6 from Harini, India. Swamiji, why do we need a Hindu nation? Why should I decide to do Tyaga for Hindu nation?
Paramashiva, to manifest and gift everything to planet Earth, needs not just religious freedom, political freedom too. Because the whole earth is suffocated by unconscious politicians, can never grasp the ultimate truth, can never cooperate for the Paramashiva's mission. That is the reason Paramashiva needs Hindu nation. And the next part, why should I decide to do Tyaga for Hindu nation, is up to you. If you want the gifts from Kailasa, directly from Paramashiva, in your personal life or for the world, do Tyaga, or up to you. Next.
Question number 7 from Megali from Germany. How to help a person who cannot forget about a traumatic event that is triggering stress anytime she sees something that reminds of that event or people who hurt her and live in the same neighborhood.
And sit for Paramashivoham, I'll heal it. Mehali, get the person, I'll heal it. Next.
Question number 8 from Dr. Murali, India. Dear Swamiji, how to use our Paramashivatva in our day-to-day living without getting distracted by mind voices, say for example in the equity markets, etc. Nityanandam Swamiji.
Murali, listen. Paramashivatva is not something you will possess, that will possess you. I will possess you, not that you can possess me. This fear about your mind voices is the old fear before I decided to manifest through you. Now I am giving you the boon. I am kicking out all your mind voices away from you. I am there in you now. From now, only I will be manifesting. All your mind voices is me. No more mind voices. Whatever is happening in you is directly me. Just be relaxed, comfortable, settled with it. I'll take care. Next.
Question number 9 from Ma Ishapriya, Mauritius. Paramashiva manifests himself in many fold to enjoy himself, his Leela. In this aspect, what is the ultimate purpose for the creation of this universe?
Ishapriya, understand your purpose is to enjoy my manifold expressions of all dimensions and all aspects and all expressions. You can understand only your purpose. You can never understand my purpose till I manifest completely in you. Now understand your purpose. Allow me to manifest in you. Let me manifest in you, then I will show you my purpose. Next.
Question number 10 from Rajarajeshwari, Australia. Nityanandam Swamiji, what is the speciality of Devi Mukambika in Melbourne, Australia?
I myself birthed myself as the deity Mukambika Parashakti in Australia. That is why I myself brought the Swayambhu also through my devotees to the Australia. The Swayambhu brought to the temple is my original manifestation of my cosmic feminine divine energy, Parashakti. Let that Swayambhu be installed in front of me. The whole Kailasa in Australia will happen.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम्.
Let the question start.
Question number 11 from Geeta Arunachalam, India. Pranams Ammayapane. How does knowing multiple gods and goddesses help us to make mature decisions?
Multiple gods and goddesses will be continuously supporting you, guiding you in every field. They have a large intelligence, energies, powers, wealth under their disposal. So naturally, they make your life more easy, better, happy, blissful, fulfilling, even enlightening. Next.
Question number 12 from Latisha Panjwani from the United States. Pranam Swamiji. When we leave the body, where does our soul goes to? Does it goes to Kailasa, or do we have to come back?
Understand, default all souls are taken to Yama Loka, where You are given an option and choice based on your attitude and aptitudes. From Iyama Loka, you decide. If Kailasa is the space you want, then you go and be there. If you have too many karmas, desires, greed, fears associate to Bhuloka, you come back. It is dependent on the kind of the mass you make your core. You get levitated or gravitated. So what you make as your core cognition matters for your journey after you leave the body. Your core cognitions are going to be traveling based on your core cognitions. Whether you get levitated to Kailasa or gravitated to human beings, place, or any other loka is decided. So it's absolutely dependent on the core cognitions you develop. Next.
Question number 13 from Rajiv, India. Swamiji, offering the last bit we have, why is there still some resistance when we know you are Paramashiva? Where does that resistance come from? What is the way to handle it?
The resistance is the last dying delusion. Because you entertained delusion for quite a long time, you have given so much power to your delusion for quite a long time. The delusion tries its last attempt, whether it can still possess you, it can still hold you. Delusion knows if you decide to take a jump, you are going to be blessed, showered with the trillions and zillions of times what you renounced or what you even imagined about your life. Understand, Tyaga makes you a different level being. That is too much for your delusion. So it's a crying farewell, the delusion giving for you when you decide for Tyaga. The best way to handle your delusion when it still tries to hold is ferociousness. Raise your hand and slap the delusion, if not your own face. Ferociousness is the only way to deal your delusion. Never through negotiation, bargain, strategy, your delusion is going to let you get convinced that your Tyaga is going to bring higher life to you, higher possibilities to you. Your delusion will never allow you to be convinced. No negotiation with your delusion will work. No strategy with your delusion will work. No convincing your delusion is possible. You just have to be ferocious. Ferocious, ruthless with your delusion. Be Kali to your delusion. Sometimes being Kali with your delusion is the only way you will achieve Paramashiva.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
Let the questions start.
Question number 15 from Ma Nitya Sarvesha, Guadalupe. What can Kailasa bring to earth? When will earth become a pure place like Kailasa?
Kailasa nation on planet Earth is going to bring all the best things from Kailasa. The science of state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva, superconsciousness of Paramashiva. In every field, from biology, chemistry, physics, alchemistry, machines, in every field. The Kailasa nation is going to give to the whole world all the best things, superconscious sciences of Maha Kailasa. And within next one generation, planet Earth will be purified and pure space like Kailasa. To start the Satya Yuga, I have come. It is time to start Satya Yuga. The corona is going to teach the world has got into too much delusion. It has given importance to wrong things. The corona is going to educate the whole world. Corona is not Shastra, weapon I am using on planet Earth. It is Shastra, knowledge, education, powerful cognition. I am using it on planet Earth. That is why I am saying I am not going to kill people using corona. I have decided to save the humanity from corona, but corona is going to teach great lessons and help humanity to get out of delusion. It is not Shastra. Corona is not Shastra. Corona is Shastra. Next.
Question number 16 from Nasra from UAE. Beloved Swamiji, first thanks and gratitude for continuously upgrading us to the next level. Would like to enrich people in my country. Please guide me. How can
Sincerely, with Tyaga, all your reactionary assumptions will be cleared. It will be too easy to reach out, especially in the country you are living and the people who are living in that country. Just understand that Jnana and Vijnana I revealed is preserved in Vedas and Agamas inside Hinduism. I am rooted in Hinduism, but I am available for the whole universe, all human beings and all beings ultimately. I am available for all. If you decide to do Tyaga of your reactionary assumptions and maintain your will, persistence and work, you will be easily be able to reach out. If you decide to empower your reactionary assumptions, you can go on feeling as victim. If you decide to empower your will, persistence, you can enjoy victory. Empower will, persistence, enjoy victory. Don't empower reactionary assumptions, suffer victim mode. Next.
Question number 17 from Joanna, Poland. Swamiji, what happens when I do Sarva Parityaga?
I manifest in you completely as Paramashiva and Parashakti. When I manifest, I live the very life I am radiating in Mahakailasa in you. You became a boon, blessing for the planet Earth. You became my vehicle. You became my Vahana. You became my body. You embody me, Paramashiva. You became a great blessing for yourself and for the whole universe. Next.
Question number 18 from Aravind, India. How to do Tyaga of delusion and binary logic mentality?
Arvind, listen. Ferociousness is the only way to do Tyaga of delusion and binary logic mentality. There is no other systematic, convincing way. It is just ferocious. Ferocious. Ferocious decision. That's it. Next.
Question number 19 from Lata Hadley, USA. Pranam Bhagwan. I bow down to your lotus feet. My question is on Pachai Patani Vratam. When I am doing this Vratam, can you explain how will each individual doing this Vratam be able to contribute to people's health around the planet Earth? Thank you.
When you manifest my cognition, you are me. When you manifest my will, you are me. So your Pachai Patini Vratam is my Pachai Patini Vratam. Anyone is doing because I said it. You are me. What will happen when I myself do Pachai Patini Vratam? The same will happen when you do it because of my instruction, inspiration, initiation, intention. Next.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda.
Question number 20 from Andalishwari, Malaysia. Dear Swamiji, in Akashic reading, Lord Kalabhairava asked me to choose sannyas life. But still, why am I am confused to choose sannyas life? What is the purpose? What is my purpose for the Hindu nation?
Andalaiswari, you should decide why you are confused. Either you listen to Kalabhairava or you listen to your delusion. Even if you listen to your delusion, at one birth you have to come back and fulfill Kalabhairava's words. Only then you will be liberated. So the earlier you choose to fulfill Kalabhairava's words, better for you. Or you can just get diverted in delusion. And when the suffering reaches beyond your ability to handle, you will come back to Kalabhairava's words. That's it. And before even you decide to obey, listen to Kalabhairava's words, you trying to ask what is your purpose for the Hindu nation is more like a power-centric game. You are trying to ask some assurance, power, position from Paramashiva, so you can leave that and come to Kailasa. You will never be able to enter into Kailasa with this attitude. Ferociously renounce your being. Allow Kalabhairava to manifest, Paramashiva to manifest. You will find the right purpose in your life and you will find your place in Kailasa nation. Both. Next.
Question number 21 from Chennai. Perimane, thank you so much for everything you showered me. If sannyas is the ultimate lifestyle, why our ideals are in married form like Shiva Parvati, Krishna Radha, Rama Sita? Thank you, Perimane.
The whole question is absolute delusion based. If Paramashiva says sannyas is the ultimate life, look at Paramashiva as a sannyasi, Dakshinamurti. There are billions of sannyas ideal, Kapila, Adi Shankara, incarnations of Paramashiva as sannyasis. Look at all of them. If Paramashiva says married life is your life, then look at the married people, married incarnations as ideal. One, be very clear, neither Paramashiva and Parvati, Radha and Krishna, Rama and Sita are married like you. You are never going to have their kind of marriage. If you think you are going to have that, try. Your delusion tries to bring all the false justifications. Maybe suffering will teach you. Your delusion and false justification, false ideas attributed to the ideals. All these are delusion-based questions, not the real seeking. Learn to have real seeking. Stop using the great incarnations to justify your lust. Your inability to do tyaga of lust should be directly dealt as your failure. Understand it is just your failure. Stop with that. At least in some birth, in some janma, you will raise and decide to do tyaga. Do not use Radha and Krishna, Rama and Sita, Shiva and Parvati to hide your dirty failure. Learn to see the life as it is. Do not use any of them to justify your failure and your decision not to do tyaga. Your decision to live in delusion should not be justified, decorated with the great beings like Radha and Krishna, Rama and Sita, and Shiva and Parvati. If you get a person like Sita who will come with you to the forest, even though when you are married you are a king, but suddenly you lost your kingdom, you are going to the forest, she is also ready to come with you, to live with you in the forest for 14 years. And even after being kidnapped by the great king Ravana, she decides to wait for you, not to go behind him. If you get a woman like Sita, please marry. Next.
Priya Kumar Devraj, India. Sometime I deeply able to connect with you, sometime not able to. Why such ups and downs? How to make it that feeling connection permanent in my being?
You need absolute tyaga. I know what is happening in you. Tyaga is the only solution. Next.
Question number 23 from Maya Whitmayer, Slovenia. Nityanandam, Swamiji, I got confused with first answer. How come this is compassion, free will, if and when we humans so suffer because of it? Thank you, Swamiji.
Given free will because you want to explore the universe. If you are suffering because of it, surrender it back. Till you realize you are suffering because of it, you will be deluded by it. So, when you surrender the free will and renounce your delusion, I start manifesting in you as will persistence, pure enlightenment. So, still you have not completely realized your free will is making you choose your delusion, keeps you in delusion, When you realize that, you will surrender and be liberated. Pick up your Atma Linga, keep it on your Anahata Chakra, heart center. Parama Shiva, myself, will manifest as Parama Shiva and Para Shakti in all of us.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda
Nityanandam everyone. My name is Saras and I'm from the UK. I wanted to share about an online spiritual program that I'm attending at the moment. It is called Paramashivoham Level 2. And this program is being conducted by my Guru, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nityananda Paramashivam. He is known as Swamiji, and he is an avatar of the Divine Paramashiva. So this program, I'm going to try and share in a nutshell about this program. It has various components, including yoga, puja, which is worship internally and externally of the divine cosmic energy. There's power manifesting through the third eye, and so your third eye will be awakened beautifully and safely during this program, and it will be able to manifest multiple powers, including materializing sacred herbs and spices, things like turmeric and sandalwood powder. There is body scanning and mind reading. And these powers, they will express through the space of oneness with the divine. So they're beautiful powers. And expressing these powers is to have fun, but also the most important reason for expressing these powers is so that we can open ourselves up to who we truly are, which is divinity itself. And we can, as a result, manifest the reality we want, whether it's health, wealth, relationships, whatever we want. It should just manifest effortlessly. My favorite part of this program is Swamiji himself. When he comes for darshans, darshans are initiations, and it's the way the old Vedic civilization would transmit energy, knowledge, and powers. So he will come and he will invoke various gods and goddesses such as Devi, Krishna, Ganesha, Paramashiva himself. And he will sit there and radiate their energy intensely. So all we do as participants is sit and relax in that space and soak up the energy. Today we had the most divya, divine darshan of Parashakti herself, and it was spectacular, absolutely incredible. So much cosmic mother love and protection and completion with mother itself just happened during that 1 hour of intense energy transmission. And it is actually Swamiji's compassion that he is giving this program to all of us around the world online while we are all pretty much in isolation, in lockdown, during this serious time, this serious pandemic that I think majority of us have never experienced. And a lot of us will be in fear, depression, loneliness, worries about their money, worries about their job, worries about loved ones, dear ones. And the best thing that we can do during these times is look into ourselves and see what we can do as individuals so that we can make this place, this world, this planet a better place. Rather than things going back to normal, we should be looking in to say, hey, hold on a minute. What we considered as normal, was it really right? Or is there something beyond, something bigger, something that we need to take responsibility for and wake up to and start living the divinity that we really are? So please, everybody, I urge you while you're at home, please join this amazing, incredible program. Today is the last day for registration, and I am going to share the link on my page. If you have any questions, please do ask me. It's a fantastic program for everybody to attend. Please attend. And thank you, Bhagwan. Thank you, Swamiji. Shri Nityananda Paramashiva. Nityananda.